Good morning, delightful beings, and welcome. My name is Caitlin, and I am one of the energy practitioners here at DragonHeart Sanctuary. And this is Tea with the Dragons. We here at DragonHeart have been pushed to share our discussions and our thoughts on energy, light, and frequency. In this space, we will discuss the dragons, Lyrans, joy, gold, mythology, the nature beings, the fae, and some history, among other things. We will always do this in the greatest frequency of love, light, and truth that resonates with us and hopefully resonates with you. We welcome any comments or any questions that anybody may have, because what is being a human if it is not to share community and learn from one another? I would like to introduce my co-host for the Tea with the Dragons, Lee.
Thank you, Caitlin. Thank you. Good morning, beautiful beings. My name is Lee. I am also an energy practitioner, light worker at DragonHeart Sanctuary. Caitlin and I have co-created DragonHeart Sanctuary together as a space for healing and support. It is also a space of weaving and transformation and co-creation in the golden light of joy. We have several offerings on our website for healing and energy alignment for people, animals, and land. We work internationally and online. A little bit of history about myself. My mom was Catholic and she wanted her children to grow up as Catholic, which wasn't quite what she ended up getting, but and my dad was a spiritualist, so through him I found out the other side of life, and consequently grew up very aware of the spiritual world and energy world around myself and others. I've done several courses throughout the years of different healing and counseling modalities. Practiced and have practiced on others and the land while I worked a 9-to-5 job. And now we are stepping forward and have been pushed to do this full time. We're very excited to share. Thank you. Caitlin, would you share some about you?
Yes. So I have been aware of energy my whole life. I remember as a child attending meditations with my mom and knowing how to ground from a very young age. I even remember an incident when I was a child. A friend of mine hurt her ankle, and so because I knew it, I attempted Reiki on her. All the grown-ups around me at the time did the "that's nice, dear" thing that I'm sure we've all experienced at one point or the other, because sometimes people don't understand energy. Nonetheless, my fascination with energy and energy work endured. And when asked to complete a 9-month-long project on something we found interesting at the end of my schooling career, I decided to do it on the energy of the human being. Though that was definitely not the beginning of my self-work journey, it was a big step in deciding to be a healer and deciding to work with the energies on a day-to-day basis instead of it just being in the background. Since then, I have completed a few courses in healing modalities, and the one that is my favorite and I work with the most is the Body Balance Activation course by Tracy White. It's one of our offerings. You can see it on our website. But it's my favorite because I can use it to work on animals. And animals are my passion. I love them. I love their energy. I love working with them. They're amazing. Yeah. Some more is I have known of nature beings and the Fae and had a strong connection with them and with dragons since I was very young. I can remember playing with dragons my whole life, but it was only quite recently, in 2016, that I realized I can work with dragons as energy beings and have them help me and help others in energy work. And since discovering them, since making that strong connection with them, it has been a wild, magical ride. Since then, Lee, I'm sure you've had a similar experience. Please share.
Thank you. My connection to the energy world and nature beings and fae and unicorns and dragons began as a child. But I think we all have that connection as children. We haven't been separated from it yet. Anyway, within the last few years, my connection to dragons has been reawoken, and I began to feel them very strongly as energy beings, and so needed some answers and explanations and to find out if there were other people who felt the same way. And consequently found Raya Anya and her website and Facebook page. And then since then, I've done several of her book clubs, and I'm part of her ongoing quantum flight group at the moment. Through this, through this discovery, I have realized and found how real the connection with dragons is, how very strong it has been, and how much more it's not just something that happens and then is just there. It is something that keeps on growing and changing. And dragons love to leave breadcrumbs, little pearls of wisdom that you then have to put together. For bigger pictures, they very much work with us as individuals when we wish for them to do that. Bring about transformation and change, self-work, different perspectives, which happens very quickly. I am a dragon heart and dragon rider, and just lately, I'm surprised and very excited to share that a Leonine Lyran, Mara, with her team of sun beings, has come forward in trans-channeling. And they are here to bring and share the golden frequency of joy and light, our new way of being on Mother Gaia. So that is definitely just beginning and quite new. But we will have the channelings as sharings for everybody to share in. Thank you, Kate. Thank you, Caitlin. Do you have some more? We've been called to bring forward these sharings and offerings from DragonHeart Sanctuary, And we welcome everybody to join us in the discovery of old and new, and dragons and Lyrans and sun beings, energy, frequency, and whatever comes up in between. Thank you.
Thank you. It's so exciting to actually be here and actually be sharing this. We welcome, like I've said before, we welcome any questions, any comments, any things that resonate deeply with you in any of the channelings or any of our discussions. We have got a channeling that is introducing Mara and her team of sun beings. That's going to be coming out very soon. And then we will have another Tea with the Dragons discussing the information that was shared in that channeling. We are so excited to share with you, and I know that they are, with the deepest love and gratitude.
Much love. Thank you.
Thank you.